All right, thanks, guys. James Madison takes on George Mason. That's going to be a 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off at George Mason. George Mason opened the betting as the 6.5 point favorite with the total at 143. And since those markets opened this one up, we're actually seeing a slight fade of GMU in the early going here. We're also seeing movement downward on the total as well. Right now, George Mason is minus 5.5 with the total moving downward to 142 and a hook. So once again, GMU opened 6.5 down to 5.5. Total open 143 down to 142 and a hook. 56% are on James Madison right now. JMU is plus 200 on the money line. George Mason is minus 215. James Madison is 7-2 overall. 7-2 to the over overall for the year. They're 4-0 to the over in their games at the current total. Meanwhile, on the Mason side of things, their offense is putting up 73 points per contest. Their defense is allowing 75 points per contest. So with all that said and done, I'm going to take the over 142.5 in that one. And before we proceed, I want to take a quick timeout and just first welcome you to the show. Got some lines and personal leans out for Friday's college basketball action. Happy Friday to you. The weekend is already here. But before we get into some more lines and personal leans, I just want to quickly remind you to check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage. With a documented win percentage of 60% for the entire year of 2017, you're certainly costing yourself some valuable information each and every day you're not subscribed. Now, memberships begin at just $1.99 per month. There's also plenty of free content there as well. So once again, please feel free to just hit that pause button right now. Open up your browser. All you got to do is type in patreon.com/BrockPage. It'll only take you a couple of seconds. Link is in the description section below. And if you are a current patron of mine and you're currently watching me right now, I simply cannot thank you. I cannot thank you enough. You most certainly make it all worth it. With all that said and done, let's go ahead and jump right back into some more lines and personal leans for Friday's college basketball action. All starts Eastern Standard Time. And on deck, we've got New Mexico at St. Mary's, California. 7 o'clock tip-off at St. Mary's. Now, Mary opened 7 with the total at 159.5. And since those markets opened this one up, no real surprises here as St. Mary's is taking a little money in the early going here. We're also seeing movement downward on the total as well. St. Mary's is now minus 8.5 with the total moving downward to 157. So once again, St. Mary's opened 7 up to 8.5. Total open 159.5 down to 157. New Mexico is plus 355. St. Mary's minus 400. St. Mary's is 7-2 to the over overall for the year. They're 3-0 to the over in their games, taking on teams scoring more than 72 points per contest. Meanwhile, on the New Mexico side of things, they're a perfect 6-0 to the over for the season, 3-0 to the over in their games on the road, 3-0 to the over in their games at the current posted total. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean toward the over 157 in that matchup there. All right, next game, UMass at Providence, 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off at Providence. The Friars opened the betting minus 9.5 with the total at 149. And since those markets opened this one up, we're seeing a slight fade of Providence on the spread. We are also seeing no movement on the total. So right now, Providence is minus 9 with the total remaining at 149. Once again, the Providence Friars opened minus 9.5 down to minus 9. Total opened and remains at 149 even. 64% of the consensus is leaning toward Providence. 84% is shaded toward the over. Right now, UMass, the Minutemen, are plus 380 for some money line cash. Providence is minus 415. Now, UMass, 7-2 to the over so far for the season. They're 75% to the over when the line was over 145. Meanwhile, on the Providence side of things, they're 3-1 to the over, taking on teams scoring more than 72 points per contest. They're also 75% to the over, taking on teams allowing more than 72 points per contest. So with all that said and done, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to forego a play on the spread, forego a play on the sides, but I will take a play on the total. Give me the over 149 in that matchup there. All right, next game, Southern University at South Dakota State, 8 o'clock Eastern tip-off at South Dakota State. SDSU opened the betting as the 21-point favorite. And the total at 146.5. Since those markets opened this one up, South Dakota State is taking a little money in the early going here. We're also seeing movement upward on the total as well. Right now, South Dakota State is minus 22, with the total moving upward to 147. So once again, SDSU open minus 21 up to minus 22. Total open 146.5 up to 147. Now Southern is 5-2 to the over so far for the season. 5 out of their 7 games got over the total. They're also 71% to the over in their games on the road. So once again, SU 5-2 to the over overall for the year, 71% to the over in their games away from home. Now on the South Dakota State side of things, they're 5-4 to the over themselves for the year. They're also 4-3 to the over in their last 7 ball games. So once again, not going to make a play on the sides or make a lean toward the spread, but I will take another play on the total. I'm normally an under guy, but another case in point here, I think we're going to see some scoring. Give me the over 147 in that matchup there. All right, next game, Idaho State at Santa Clara, 10 o'clock Eastern tip-off at Santa Clara. SC opened the betting as the 3-point favorite, and the total at 149. And since those markets opened this one up, we're seeing money go towards Santa Clara. They're taking a little money, 1.5-point move towards Santa Clara. We're also seeing movement upward on the total as well. Right now, SC is minus 4.5 with the total moving upward to 149 and a hook. So once again, Santa Clara open 3 up to minus 4.5. Total open 149 up to 149 and a hook. 71% are leaning Santa Clara. Right now, the Bengals of Idaho State are plus 170. Santa Clara minus 184 for some money line cash. Now Santa Clara is 6-2 to the over so far for the year. 6 out of their 8 games for the season got over the total. They're also 75% to the over in their games on their home court. Meanwhile, on the other side, Idaho State, very similar trends there, as they are 75% to the over for the season in all of their games. And believe it or not, 2 out of their last 3 games away from home got over the total as well. 2-1 to the over in their games away from home. So with all that said and done, not going to make a play on the sides. Going to forego a play on the spread. But I will take another play on the total. I think we'll see some scoring. We're still good. I think we'll see some scoring in this matchup here. So with all that said and done, give me the over 149.5 in that one. All right, next and final game for the show, it is going to be Nevada, Arizona State. Now, that is a neutral site game. That's going to be a midnight tip-off at the Staples Center. All right, Nevada, Arizona State. It's not at Arizona State. It is a 12 o'clock midnight tip-off at the Staples Center. All right, so Nevada opened the betting as the 7.5-point favorite, and the total at 158.5. And since those markets opened this one up, not a whole lot of movement on the spread, although we are seeing slight movement downward on the total. Once again, Nevada 7.5, but the total moving downward to 158. So all that said and done, Nevada open 7.5. They remain minus 7.5. Total open 158 and a hook, down to 158 even. 54% are leaning Arizona State. 80% shaded toward the over. Arizona State is plus 240 on the money line. Nevada minus 260 for some money line cash themselves. Now, Arizona State is 5-2 against the spread overall for the season. They're 2-0 against the number in their couple of games away from home. They are just, the Sun Devils I'm talking about, they are just 3-4 to the over for the season. They're also just 2-4 to the over in their last 6. Now on the other side, the Nevada side, very similar trends there, as Nevada is just 2-6 to the over overall for the season. That's 6 out of their 8 games staying under the total. They're also just 25% to the over in their games when the line was more than 145. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean toward the neutral site underdog in this one. Give me Arizona State plus 8 and the under 158 in that one. All right, folks, that is going to do it for me. But before I get out of here, I just want to quickly remind you once again to check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage. And once again, with a documented win percentage of 60% for the entire year of 2017, you're most certainly costing yourself some valuable information each and every day you're not subscribed. Now, memberships begin at just $1.99 per month. There's also plenty of free content there as well. So once again, please feel free to just hit that pause button or finish this video, open up your browser, and check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage. It'll only take a few seconds. Link is in the description section below. And if you are a current patron of mine and you're currently watching me right now, I simply cannot thank you enough. You most certainly make it all worth it. And most importantly, thank you for watching today's program. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free information. And please don't forget to check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage.